This video is about you're not the only one. So let me just talk about 5 bullet points that I want to talk about. Feeling left behind, or feeling behind in life, actually. Feeling behind in life, for example, like I've been feeling this quite a while, actually. Feeling like I'm not getting ahead in life, Everything is expensive, right? And comparison, just seeing everybody with the cyber trucks and the great jobs, and it just feels like I'm left behind, and I'm just like always thinking that in my head, which is very not benefiting, but it does feel like that, especially here in California in 2026. Number two, the financial pressure. So since everything is so high, the pressure is even more. You got to make a certain amount. You got to literally work like 2 jobs if you're not in a good high paying career, like a 4-year degree, for example, doctors, lawyers, dentists, whatever the case might be. But the financial pressure is there for me as well. I do whatever it takes, man, to make money, whether it's DoorDash, window cleaning, door to door window cleaning, just whatever. I'm not making excuses. I'm just speaking the facts of what's going on in my personal life. So that's what's going on as well, the financial pressure. And then number three, right now I'm unemployed, but again, I'm not making excuses. Like, I am going door to door, and thankfully I'm landing window cleaning jobs, and I'm able to land some jobs here and there. But of course, it's not consistent, but for me to be consistent, for me to get consistent income, I have to go door to door every day to at least land jobs, and fill in the schedule. So definitely it's very an uncomfortable situation when you're unemployed, but I am going to have to get a full-time job. I'm just waiting for my resume until everything gets situated, And then that was number three. And then number four is the mental battles. So everyone has mental battles. You're not alone. Everyone has negative thoughts in their head, and everyone has these voices in their head that tell them like very negative stuff about like what are we gonna do, like you're a loser, like just stuff like that. Everyone deals with that stuff, and it can really ruin your life, and it's dangerous, because you're not able to move forward in life because you're scared or you're afraid, and you let these bad voices and these bad thoughts in your head control your life from moving forward to become who you need to be in order to be a human. You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of these mental battles really stop you from being they stop you from your potential to get ahead in life. So I'm dealing with mental battles. I'm not here to give you a sob story, but I'm just here to explain my personal life that's going on as well. So I have mental battles every day. I try to fight it, I try to push it, and I continue to keep going no matter what. So definitely the mental battles are always there, and everyone has them. And then last but not least is loneliness. So like, when I talk about loneliness, I'm talking about how, like, when you don't smoke or drink, you don't go out as much, obviously, and you're trying to save money, so you're just at home, just doing whatever to stay busy, whether it's maybe you're editing or you're doing art or you're reading. But sometimes you get lonely because you need human interaction. So yes, it can be very lonely, especially if you don't have friends or a family or a girlfriend, at least. And so it's very tough to get through those loneliness times. But for me, I try my best to go out and do hobbies, whether it's filming, editing, just maybe a hobby, billiards, play pool. But other than that, like, it's always going to get lonely no matter what. But you got to try to just find something to stay busy. But I've been dealing with loneliness for years, and that's just how I've been dealing with stuff in my personal life. And the whole point of this video is just to like let everyone know that you're not the only one that's going through this stuff. I'm going through it as well, and I'm doing my best to push through it every day. Thankfully, I have no kids, no girlfriend, no wife, so there's really not much for me to complain, because other people have it worse. A lot of people are having to live in their cars, not have food for their kids, get kicked out because they couldn't pay their rent. Some people can't even get a job. So I'm just very grateful and blessed that I'm here and I'm able to continue my life and move forward. But I just wanted to make a video about how you're not alone and you're not the only one, because everyone's dealing with something. So that's just my message to everybody, and just know that you're not alone and you can get through this as long as you have that positive energy and positive mind. Thank you.